In the quiet serenity of a local library, where the faint rustling of pages and the soft hum of whispered conversations created a peaceful atmosphere, two environmental enthusiasts, Grace and Ethan, sat at a wooden table discussing the pressing issue of urban waste management. The afternoon sun streamed through the large windows, casting a warm glow over their discussion about the complexities and challenges cities face in managing waste effectively.
Ethan, with the rapid urbanization we're witnessing, waste management has become a massive challenge for cities. Have you noticed how much waste our city produces daily? It's overwhelming.
Absolutely, Grace. The amount of waste generated is staggering, and finding sustainable solutions is crucial. I've been reading a lot about different waste management strategies, but there are so many challenges involved. What do you think is the biggest hurdle?
I think it's a combination of factors, but let's break it down. Question: Ethan, in your opinion, what is the biggest challenge in managing urban waste effectively? A. Lack of public awareness and participation in recycling programs. B. Insufficient infrastructure for waste collection and processing. C. High costs associated with implementing sustainable waste management practices.
Answer: A. Lack of public awareness and participation in recycling programs.
Ethan, I believe the biggest challenge is the lack of public awareness and participation in recycling programs. Option A. Without the active involvement of the community, even the best waste management plans can fail. Education and engagement are key to making recycling and waste reduction effective.
I agree, Grace. Educating the public and encouraging participation is essential. People need to understand the impact of their waste and how they can contribute to solutions.
Exactly. It's about creating a culture of responsibility where everyone plays their part in managing waste.
As they continued their conversation, Grace and Ethan discussed various public awareness campaigns and community programs that could help increase participation in recycling and waste reduction efforts.
Grace, besides public awareness, I think another major issue is the infrastructure for waste management. Do you think our city has adequate facilities to handle the waste we produce? Question: Grace, do you think the current infrastructure for waste management in cities is adequate, or do we need significant improvements? A. The infrastructure is sufficient, but needs better management and efficiency. B. Significant improvements are needed to handle the increasing volume of waste. C. A complete overhaul of the waste management system is required for long-term sustainability.
Answer: B. Significant improvements are needed to handle the increasing volume of waste.
Grace, I think we need significant improvements in our infrastructure. Option B. With the increasing volume of waste, our current facilities are struggling to keep up. Investing in modern, efficient waste processing and recycling plants is crucial.
I completely agree, Ethan. Upgrading our infrastructure is essential to handle the growing waste problem effectively.
Right. And this includes not just processing plants, but also better collection systems and transportation methods.
They delved deeper into the topic, discussing the need for investment in advanced technologies for waste processing and the importance of developing efficient waste collection and transportation systems to ensure smooth operations.
Ethan, another aspect we need to consider is the cost of implementing these solutions. How do you think cities can balance the high costs with the need for sustainable waste management? Question: Ethan, how do you think cities can balance the high costs of sustainable waste management with their limited budgets? A. Prioritizing cost-effective solutions and seeking funding from government grants. B. Increasing taxes or implementing waste disposal fees to fund improvements. C. Forming public-private partnerships to share the financial burden and resources.
Answer: C. Forming public-private partnerships to share the financial burden and resources.
Ethan, I believe forming public-private partnerships, option C, is the best way to balance costs. These partnerships can bring in additional resources and expertise, making it easier to implement sustainable waste management practices without overwhelming the city's budget.
That's a great point, Grace. Collaborating with private companies can provide the necessary funds and innovative solutions to improve waste management.
Exactly. It's about leveraging the strengths of both the public and private sectors to create a more effective and sustainable system.
They explored various examples of successful public-private partnerships in waste management from different cities around the world, highlighting the benefits of collaboration and shared resources.
Grace, with all these challenges, what do you think is the most important step we can take right now to improve urban waste management?
I think the most important step is to start with education and community involvement. By raising awareness and getting people engaged, we can build a strong foundation for all other improvements.
I agree, Grace. Empowering the community is crucial. Once people understand the importance of waste management and how they can help, it will be much easier to implement other solutions.
As they wrapped up their discussion, Grace and Ethan felt more optimistic about the future of urban waste management and the potential for positive change through education, infrastructure improvements, and public-private partnerships. As the library lights dimmed and the evening drew to a close, Grace and Ethan left feeling inspired by their conversation and hopeful about finding sustainable solutions for urban waste management. Here are 5 words and phrases related to the theme of challenges of urban waste management.
Public awareness. The level of knowledge and understanding among the general public about waste management and recycling. Recycling programs. Initiatives aimed at collecting, processing, and reusing materials that would otherwise be discarded as waste.
Infrastructure. The physical facilities and systems needed for waste collection, transportation, and processing. Public-private partnerships. Collaborations between government entities and private companies to achieve common goals, such as improving waste management.
Sustainable waste management. practices aimed at reducing waste generation, promoting recycling and reuse, and minimizing the environmental impact of waste disposal.